the biggest issue that I see is, why are we having to have this discussion of what we as players can do to keep it alive? Like, that shouldn't be on us to keep the scene alive or relevant. Like, why is there 2 months? Like, this is like, we shouldn't be having this conversation. EA should be like, oh, we need to keep the hype. We need to do this. Like, host team deathmatch tournaments or host like control tournaments with the pros. Have us be more involved with community-based games. Like, this is that there's all this downtime. It's like, oh, so I guess I'll stream ranked, but can't do that because it's cheaters. So we have to go to third-party tournaments like Realm.
Definitely a priority problem there over at EA or Respawn, because I know there's fault on both ends, guaranteed.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to go over the first teaser that's going to be launching this morning for Season 17, where you can find it, what you can expect, and how it's going to impact Season 17. But as you may have noticed from that intro video, there are a couple of things going on that are causing controversy within EA, Respawn, and, well, the Apex Legends community. So we're going to go over what Season 17 needs to bring to the table and what they are working on as well. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's talk about the new teaser. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with the fact that we are getting a brand new teaser for Season 17 this morning, which means the season is almost already upon us. And thanks to Senos, we actually get a first-hand look, and it will be in the firing range. Now, this will be going live from about 5 hours of the release of this video, or at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern, I believe. And you just go to the firing range and find it. It's pretty easy to spot. It's a little magazine that shows Rumble Royale on the cover. There will be 2 more teasers coming in, one on April 17th and one on April 21st. One being the asset migration box, and the third being the cargo ship. So it doesn't look like they'll all be there ready to go right away this morning. Respawn actually released a new Season 17 teaser. It features Rampart and a person known as Francis, who did appear in the Rampart stories from the Outland before her release, and it actually talks about Big Sister and the Nemesis. We don't get a whole lot of information, but it does look like Big Sister has something pretty big planned, and we could expect her to come in as the future legend very soon. There are a lot of theories that she's actually Margot due to the lightning bolt scar, and the fact that the legends have the same color hair, which isn't a clear indicator because so does Crypto's sister, but it seems pretty likely. If there was going to be a character that is going to play Big Sister, it seems most likely that it would be Conduit, as she has been in the files since like Season 2 or 3, right around that time of Crypto. And the lightning bolt scar on Big Sister's face mask, along with Margot's face, would match the lightning properties that Conduit has. But overall, a lot of cool stuff to look forward to in terms of new legends and story being worked on for Season 17. But today we're going to talk about the intro that we had for today's video, which featured a bunch of professional players such as Nicewig, Imperial Howl, Greek, Snipe Down, of course, as the main talker, and Zach Mazer. And what's important to hear is that it looks like the pro players are finally catching up with the general player base about frustration when it comes to EA, and even including that, they mentioned Respawn specifically. And it's getting to the point where I'm very happy with all the new things being added in. The new mixtape playlist was something that players have been asking for a very long time. Something different from Battle Royale for us to play. And even though it's made Season 16 a lot more fun, some of these core issues have remained in Apex Legends. Our server stability is at an all-time low, with multiple players reporting that even in a good server region, you will constantly lag out, lose RP, and run into all these other issues. We're still waiting on cross progression, which was confirmed as tricky and which Respawn recently said will be coming soon, but they could not give a definitive date. We've heard that as well. Next gen update released formally last year, but only had 60 frames per second. It's now been over a year, and we have not heard an official word from Respawn on when we as players can expect to enjoy that. Then there's the Flatline skin, which was sold to players for $18 and then had the iron sight removed conspicuously on the last day of the event. Of course, there's the audio issues, which has always been a problem. They were hiring a senior sound designer at one point, but this season you could argue has been the worst for the audio 100%. Respawn devs have been leaving Respawn at an alarming rate. Some have reported that it's due to burnout, stress, and heavy anxiety on the Apex Legends project, and the original devs have seemed to all gone over to Wildlight Entertainment, where they've created a brand new studio and working on new games, which is probably one of the reasons the Apex single player game was actually canceled. Either that or EA is cutting back majorly on projects, which we also know. But it starts to make you wonder about the ship of Theseus, and just to explain what that is, it's a philosophical question of, if you have a ship and you remove, say, every single board and part of the ship within 5 years and replace it with brand new stuff, is it still the same ship, or does it become another ship? And I am curious to see what direction Respawn takes in Season 17. Now that we've got new game modes in, it is time to refine the game, because as this Twitter user points out, the reason that there is even any complaining in Apex Legends is because those players love the game. They want to see it thrive and reach its max potential and not die. And Respawn needs to now focus heavily on how this game can survive in the long-term health, with all these new games coming out that have these upgraded features, a lot of them that we just listed. Well, Respawn doesn't really communicate with us on when we can actually expect this. Rather, it seems to be more of a focus on what they can sell us, not what they can improve. Let me know down below, are you excited for Season 17? And let me know as well, what do you think Respawn and EA need to do to really turn around the ship going into Season 17? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the Outlands. and I'll see you out there.